Welcome back. Today I answer a question I got from this channel, and it was like, hey, what's your favorite books in mindset, personal development, spirituality? What book you recommend me to read? And I love this question, but they're so damn hard to answer because I like reading, I like learning more things, and I've been at it for many years. Now, I want to share some books that really impacted my life in amazing way and wonderful ways. But I feel like I need to niche it down because I don't want to cut myself out of too many books. So I'm gonna, in this video, give you 5 books in the niche of personal development and mindset that really had a phenomenal effect in my life. And it's my hope that maybe it will too in your own life. Now, I don't have the physical cover of the books because I read on Kindle or I listen to books on Audible, but I'm gonna put a little picture here so you can see the cover. Now, the first book, and this is in no order of importance because they're all phenomenal. The first book on my list for you today is You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And that book is phenomenal. And I mean, by all means, all of his books are pretty phenomenal. This is a book about the science, the study, the research that's been done on the power of the mind. And all those research in medicine, particularly about the power of the mind to heal the body. What we call the placebo, the positive belief, or the nocebo, the negative belief, and the consequences of it. And this book is so mind-blowing. And the research, the fact, and how the mind works, and the brain, and how the body responds, it's detailed in a way that is so easy to understand, even though it's such a complex and rich topic. It's amazing. It also shares some tools that you can apply in your life right now to think greater, just like so many of the things I share in this channel. This book will really help you understand how you can heal your body and change amazing things in your life by changing your beliefs, by changing your self-image. So that's the first one, You Are the Placebo. The second book on my list for you today is another classic, and this one is The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. This is a classic. It's so good. It tells you about how the subconscious mind works, what it is, how to communicate with it. It shares so many beautiful stories, so many beautiful tools and examples and techniques that you can use in your life to create positive changes in your life. And I like it because it touches on different areas of your life. And it shows you different things you can do, different insight, different knowledge. And in my experience, it's one of the easiest books to read, but it's also one of the most impactful books that you can read. So I highly recommend that book if you are new into personal development. The third book on my list is another one that I really love. It's The Biology of Belief by Dr. Bruce Lipton. That book is phenomenal. It's really the science and how the field of science that we call epigenetic came to be. And Dr. Bruce Lipton does an incredible job at explaining, again, how the power of belief affects the body, affects our gene expression, the protein that we release, and how it affects us. So it talks about how we thought and how we had a paradigm that it's our external environment that affects the body and we can do nothing and we are, victim of our DNA and our genetic expression, and there's nothing we can do about it. And he really explain and break all those beliefs and show us what modern science knows, that we are their own architects and engineers, and we can downregulate and regulate our own gene expression through the power of our mind, through the power of our inner environment, how we think, how we feel, and all those beliefs and emotions that we are stored in us and our perception can completely change the way our body expresses itself. So phenomenal book that explains the research, the science behind the field of epigenetics and the power of belief. It's just really amazing stuff. All right, the fourth one on my list is also a phenomenal classic. It's highly recommended for you, and that is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I read this when I was I think the first time 22, and I've been reading it so many times since. I try to read it at least once a year, and I've been doing pretty good at it. And every time I read it, I am mind blown by the simplicity of those principles in the book, but also by how powerful those principles are. And we are all social beings. And the last 2 years with the pandemic, our relationship, our interaction and communication has changed tremendously. And I believe that this book is more than ever so important for us to help us influence others, communicate with others, build better relationship with ourselves and other people, to understand how we work, to understand how we can exchange with other people and live better with each other. It's a phenomenal book on the power of communication, the power of leadership, and making new friends and growing your social skills. How to win friends and influence people, guys. Powerful. And number 5 on the list, Cybernetic by Dr. Maxwell Maltz, I believe, if I say it right. This is a book I think that came out in the 1960s, but it's such a wonderful book. It talks about the power of the self-image and the self-image psychology. It is such a phenomenal read because it shows you how you see yourself greatly and completely affect your behaviors, your results, the things you manifest, what you bring in your life. And it also gives you a lot of tools and technique to shift your self-image, to shift your relationship with yourself, and to really make phenomenal changes in your life. And when I first started to become a coach and helping other people, this book was like a Bible to me, because not only it helped me in my life in phenomenal ways, but then I was able to help other people shift their own self-image. And with all the other books I told you and the other teachers that shaped me and my knowledge and my practice over the years, it's still one of the most incredible books and still one of the most important concepts that I often preach in these videos, because we can never outperform our self-image. And so how we see ourselves and how we behave with ourselves greatly affect everything else. So Cybernetic by Dr. Maxwell Maltz is a phenomenal book, highly recommended. Now, there's a 6th bonus for you, simply because I feel like I have to mention it. It's so good and it deserves to be in this list. So really quickly, number 6 and bonus for you is The Way of the Superior Man by David Data. This book is beyond amazing. It's really good, especially as a young man. I was 21 when I read it at first. It really helped me shape my understanding of what it means to be a man. What is the masculine energy? What is the feminine energy? How the dynamic of the relationship with a masculine man or feminine woman or any mix of those energy, how they are different and how they interact, and it helped me understood my relationship better. But it also helped me understood the purpose that I have as a man and my relationship with myself as a man and so on. It's a Bible that I recommend for a lot of men, but also to every woman if you want to understand a little bit more about the dynamic of relationship from a masculine perspective or from a masculine energy perspective, to be more accurate. It's a very, very good read. That's it, guys. Those are my top 5 + 1 bonus for you on books on personal development and mindset. I hope you enjoyed them. Let me know if you read them, if you're gonna read them. Let me know what books you like, what you're currently reading, and what book has changed your life as well, because I'm always looking for something good to read. So let me know in a comment below, and I will see you in my next video. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and see you next time. Be well.